Admit it, Sam. When you pulled me into bed this morning, you knew it was me.
I told you I thought it was Grace.
Oh, please, Sam. I could feel your passion. You knew it was me. You love me. You always have, because what we have is so special. Most people think they know what love is. Those fools. If they could feel what we feel, they'd be dazzled.
We have nothing, Ivy. I told you, I don't love you anymore. All I can do is think about how much I love Grace. And thank God she is flying home to me right this very minute.
What a tragedy. You never had a chance. Is that the best you can do?
Hey, only one security camera was aimed in the right direction.
Damn. Run it again, would you?
We've got to put out a statement to the press.
All we can say at the moment is that the explosion is under investigation. Poor families. I guess that's the end of Happy New Year for them.
Please, don't take off your ring, Kay. I love you. Marry me.
Look, don't listen to him, Kay. Everything that comes out of his mouth is a lie.
Stop pressuring her, both of you. Kay was about to say something. Your life. What do you want to do? Well, all I ever really wanted my whole life was a man to love me. Someone that was strong and honest, like my dad. And I really thought that man was you, but I was wrong, so you can have your ring back, because the wedding's off.
Okay, no.
Fancy, what's wrong? What are you doing?
Oh, the man who raped me was in here.
Should I get Luis?
No, I already told him. And he didn't believe me.
What?
Yeah, the man I struggled with, he must have knocked me out. When I came to, Luis was here, and so was Aunt Sheridan. And I told them what happened, but they saw I had just taken my sleeping pill with some wine, so they thought I dreamed the whole thing. Or that it was a hallucination.
Is that possible?
No. He was here. I know he was. He grabbed me, and I heard his raspy breathing, and when we struggled, I know I tore a button off his shirt.
Good. Then there's real proof.
Yeah, but I don't know where it is. I can't find it.
Maybe the peeping Tom took it himself.
No, he is not a peeping Tom. He's a rapist. And no, he didn't take it. You know what I think? I think Sheridan did.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, she took it. So there wouldn't be any proof. She did it to make me look crazy. She'll do anything to get Luis back.
Well, Fancy sure is convinced that the rapist was in her room.
Well, I just hope she's not turning into Julie and mixing pills and booze.
Well, she's certainly not acting herself, if that's what you mean. I'm sorry that she went off on you like that. Maybe I should just go back upstairs and talk to her again.
No. I mean, no. You need to just give her some space. She needs time to cool off. She can be a selfish little girl that way. She needs to just have her tantrum until she's fit company for the adults.
She's not having a tantrum. She was just raped.
I know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to come out that way. I just mean that you shouldn't go up there right now. It would just make things worse.
Well, I suppose. She is your niece, and if that's what you think, then okay.
That's exactly what I think. I really think you should just give Fancy some space right now.
What's going on here?
Well, Jared's taking a lie detector test to prove Ethan wrong. That, Jared's not lying to Teresa, or that Jared didn't kill J.T. Cornell.
Okay, so what happens if he passes?
Well, who knows? Whitney wants Teresa to accept his proposal, though.
Then he better pass.
Why is Gwen up here? What if she wants her wedding ring back? No, seriously, what are you gonna do? What if Ethan and Gwen get back together and Jared passes the test? I mean, is that gonna clear up the confusion in your mind about Ethan or Jared? Or are you gonna accept Jared's proposal or what?
Okay, what's the result? Did he pass the test, or is he the liar and the murderer that I know he is?
Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are my passion for life.
You love me, Sam. You even said so.
Yes, I did. Love you, Ivy. Now, that charming mask that you've worn for all those years is gone. And I know the real you. And I know what you're capable of. You destroyed my family, my marriage.
I wasn't alone in what I did. Kay knew and she didn't tell you. Eve knew and she didn't tell Grace.
Yes, Eve and Kay were wrong. But they never would have had to make such horrible decisions if you hadn't set your sick plan in motion. Maybe you should get in touch with God. Because He's the only one that can forgive you. Because I never will.
You lied to me. You made up some crazy story that you were dying just to get me to the altar, and my God, I can't forgive you for that.
I can explain that, all right? Just
How? How can you explain that? I know what you're feeling right now. You're racking your brain trying to figure out ways to cover up your lies. I know what you're doing. I've been there.
listen. I will convince you, all right?
Perhaps you don't have to. I believe I can explain Mr. Crane's predicament, Miss Bennett.
Oh, my God. Oh, God, no, it can't be. How about this? While I was lying in that hospital bed, my dear sweet Aunt Sheridan thought I was unconscious, sat down beside me, and then whispered vile little comments in my ear. Fancy, you know that you and Luis will never make it. Fancy, Luis doesn't love you. Give him up.
Are you sure you didn't dream that?
No! And I didn't dream the rapist was in my room today either.
Fancy, you sat right next to me in that class on the victims of sexual crimes. Victims of rape experience all sorts of psychological reactions.
Oh my God, you too? Come on, Paloma, I am not mental. I know what I heard Aunt Sheridan say in the hospital, and I know what I heard her say today. She did her best to convince Luis that I'm crazy. She's doing everything to break us up, and I don't know what to do.
I still can't believe what Fancy said earlier.
I know. The way she went after me.
As if you would ever try and hurt her.
Well, it's like you said. She was just raped. And think about it. I mean, she was so high-strung and temperamental before the attack. And now, the psychological damage that's been done must be severe.
Yeah, but why would she think that you would ever try and break us up? And all that stuff about you whispering in her ear at the hospital? Where would she get that?
You'll find someone else. Luis just isn't the man for you. It would never work out between you two. She must just be overwrought. But it doesn't bother me.
Don't give me that. I can see it on your face. It hurts you.
Louise. She She's my niece. I love her. I've been worried about her for years. Because she's so selfish and self-centered. But then you came along. And I think that you're good for her. I think that you can help her to grow emotionally, and I just want what's best for Fancy.
She's very lucky to have an aunt like you.
Well, I guess we don't need you anymore, Jared.
Oh, well, slow down. I'm sorry, I don't have the result of that last question.
What, do we have to do this over again?
No, but I need to review the data to make sure I don't make a mistake.
Just want to get this over with. And also we can get back to us.
Ethan, can we please talk now?
You know what? You're going down. When we get the results of this, Teresa's going to cut you right out of her life, and you're going to go right to jail, my friend. Did you know we still have the death penalty in this state?
Ethan, stop it.
I'm just trying to protect you, all right? That's
Well,
all.
if I wanted your protection, I would ask for it.
He's forgotten I'm even in the room. Oh God, have I lost him already?
Who is this guy?
Okay, what information does he have about Fox?
Dr. Gasparo, it's so nice to see you again.
Dr. Russell, how nice to see you again.
You know this man? This is Sven Gasparo, a legendary doctor, one of the finest in the world.
How are you feeling, Mr. Crane?
Just fine, Doctor.
Wait, so he's your doctor?
Wait, what is this, Fox? Just another one of your little tricks?
I'm not talking to you.
You know what? I get it. You have a doctor show up that none of us have ever seen at a very convenient time. Wait, let me guess. He's going to tell us that you really are dying?
No, really.
You mustn't speak to my son that way.
Look, forget it. Okay, this is ridiculous. How much did they pay you? What did you get to back up Fox's lies?
No, Miguel, please, you don't know who it is you're speaking to.
Look, I don't care who I'm speaking to. It's just another Crane plant. Okay, they have judges, they have senators. Why not have a little pet doctor? What did you get? Oh, a condo in the Bahamas?
Young man, I have no idea what you're talking about. Fox hasn't offered me any money.
Then what are you doing here?
I was invited to the wedding. And I apologize for my tardiness, but I'm glad I finally got here, as it seems that your integrity is being questioned. But I can clear everything up.
You know what? I bet you can. Go ahead.
Miguel, Dr. Gasparo is revered in the medical community worldwide.
However, I cannot speak without your permission. I'm still bound by doctor-patient confidentiality.
My son has nothing to hide, do you, Fox?
No. Go right ahead, Doctor.
Very well. Young man, I believe you're going to have some apologies to make.
You're sure about this? That Sheridan is trying to break you up?
Yes! How many times do I have to tell you?
Hey, don't yell at me. I'm your friend, remember?
I'm sorry.
It's just that Sheridan was the first woman I ever met from Harmony. She's my friend, too.
Yeah, Sheridan's everyone's friend. She's so sweet and so understanding. What a fake.
Fancy, I don't like having to choose between the two of you. I mean, it's understandable that she still has feelings for Luis. Mm-hmm. But if she's really trying to sabotage you...
She is. I mean, Paloma, you should see the innocent act she puts on in front of Luis.
Well, that's sad. And I don't put up with stuff like that.
You're on my side?
Yes. And you say you don't know what to do? I do. You've got to fight for your man.
Fancy is so lucky to have you. But please. No, I shouldn't say anything.
What is it?
Well, Fancy can act very childlike, and you have to be careful with her. And no.
Sheridan, if there's something that you can tell me that can help me, would you just please tell me?
Well, oh, all right. The way she acted upstairs. The way she attacked me. The way she got upset because you wouldn't believe her.
Go on.
I've seen it before.
And?
Well, I shouldn't be saying this, but come on, Luis. The way she went behind your back and went on that stakeout against your orders, that wasn't the first time either, was it? She fell down that mine shaft because she went after that suspect all by herself.
And she ended up at the strip club because she wouldn't listen.
Like I said, hard-headed. When Fancy gets what she wants, she is marvelous company, but when she doesn't, whew, well, Fancy does what Fancy wants. Damn the consequences. And that can take a horrible toll on a relationship.
Finally. So do you think we can talk now?
It's just not a good time right now, all right?
Ethan, it's about our marriage. I mean, it's the most important thing. Please, look, you can't keep putting me off forever. Can I please talk to you in private?
In the hall.
See, I took this test to prove how much I love you.
I know you do, Jared.
So you haven't answered my question. If Jared does pass the lie detector test, are you going to accept his proposal or not?
You are my passion for life.
Dr. Gasparo, okay, we already know that Fox lied about being sick, so what else do you know?
Miss Bennett, I'm sorry. I'm the doctor who's been treating Mr. Crane's condition.
I knew it. More lies. More lies coming from the Crane family. Listen, Kay and I heard Fox on the phone with Dr. Russell talking about his little so-called illness. He made it clear that he was not going to tell Kay until after the ceremony.
You heard Mr. Crane speaking with me, not with Dr. Russell. Dr. Russell knows nothing of Fox's illness. That's why there was nothing about Fox's condition in her files. I was not at liberty to share the information, the results of his tests, with any other doctor.
So what are you saying? That he didn't lie? That he really is sick?
I'm afraid so. I advised him right from the very beginning to tell you, because a loved one's strength very often helps my patients get through the ordeal. But Mr. Crane wouldn't hear of it. He wanted to protect you.
Now I've heard everything.
Sam, any mistakes that I have made...
Mistakes? There were no mistakes, Ivy. You knew exactly what you were doing.
I love you.
You don't know what love is. You talk of love. You weren't born a Crane, but boy, did you make up for lost time. Life in this house has taught you that any despicable act is justified for your own self-gratification. You Cranes, you don't give a damn about anyone, just as long as you get what you want.
If you think I'm criticizing Fancy, I'm not. And if I tell you something about her, it's so that you can use that information to help her through her pain.
Wow. I mean, who'd have thought that you'd be the one to help us with our relationship? Well, I'm gonna go check on the wedding.
Luis, wait. There's something we need to discuss.
Okay.
Something we should have discussed a long time ago. Things aren't what they should be between us, and I want to fix that.
You want Luis, don't you?
Of course.
Then go fight for him.
Paloma, no, I can't think about that right now.
Fancy, I know you've been through a terrible ordeal. But if you let Sheridan come between you and Luis, you'll be a victim all over again. Is that what you want?
No.
Then go talk to him. Do you know where he is?
He left with Sheridan.
Go after him.
Paloma, I can't go downstairs. The thought of facing people right now and everyone knowing what happened.
You didn't do anything wrong. No one blames you for what happened.
I know, but you don't understand.
Yes, I do. I was almost raped. Twice. I was lucky, but even so, it was horrible. I have family and friends who supported me so I could move on with my life. And that's what you have to do now. If you don't, Sheridan will win and you will lose Luis forever. You can't let that happen, Fancy. You can't.
You sure you don't have anything to hide? You look pretty nervous.
I know I passed this test, Chad. I know it.
If Jared does end up passing this test, what are you going to do?
I don't know. I mean, Gwen did give Ethan a ring back. Yes, they've had troubles before, but nothing like this. You know, what if Ethan finally does decide to leave her? Or Gwen decides to leave Ethan? And then he would finally be free, Whitney.
Oh, my God.
I know. I'm really confused.
Well, I just have to say, make a decision and make it fast. Or you're going to end up losing both of them.
I've really never been so ashamed of myself. I was so mad. And I threw my ring at you in anger. I'm so sorry, man. It's not like
look,
me, you know?
it's all right.
Ethan, I love you. I love you very much. I want to be your wife. I want to stay married to you. Can you forgive me? Please, say something. Can I have my ring back? And can we have our marriage back?
Well, what is it, Sheridan? What do we need to fix?
There's a barrier that continues to come between us.
Sheridan.
I know you feel it too. The tension when we meet, the unspoken feelings, and I want to get past that.
Oh, I don't understand.
We need to talk about Marty's death and your part in it.
Well, go after Luis.
I can't do this right now.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
Since when does Fancy Crane say she can't do something? Where's that strong, confident woman I know from cadet training?
Don't you see, Paloma? That's just it. I was strong and confident, and then that man attacked me, and it didn't matter. I couldn't fight him off no matter what I did. I'm a cadet, and I couldn't fight him off.
Fancy, it wasn't your fault. It could have happened to anyone.
I am so ashamed.
Hey. I don't want to hear that word, okay? You have nothing to be ashamed about. The shame belongs to that scum who raped you. Don't you know how incredible you are?
You're amazing. And I admire you so much. And all the other cadets admire you too.
They do?
Yeah.
Why?
Because no matter what challenge we faced, you never back down. You keep at it until you achieve your goal. And that's what you have to do now. You have to fight for Luis. You can't back down.
I don't know if I can. I don't have the strength.
Okay. Let's try this. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. And think to yourself how you'll feel if you lose Luis. If you do nothing, Sheridan wins. Doesn't that bother you? Or maybe you're right. It's too late. That famous love of Luis and Sheridan always wins out. So there's nothing you can do to stop Sheridan.
The hell there isn't. No, I love Luis. And I refuse to let that bitch come between us. Look, I know that we have our problems, okay? I know that. But what about our marriage vows? I mean, so many times I've heard you say that once they're made, they can't be broken. And honey, I agree with you. I've apologized, and I want us to stay true to our vows. I want to, just like you do.
You're right. We made vows.
And I love you. And I love you very, very
Gwen,
much.
I love you too. You're my wife. I love you too. And of course you can have your ring back. I have the test results.
You think I can have my ring back?
All right. Spit it out. What are the results? Is he a murderer or isn't he?
I hope you picked out a dress that will knock Luis's socks off. Ooh. Maybelline Super Stay Lip Color. He won't be able to resist you now.
What do you think? Well?
I think it's perfect. If you're a nun, you need something that is really going to knock Luis's socks off.
But Paloma, it's fine.
Look, you and Sheridan are two of the most beautiful women in the world. You need every advantage you can get to beat her. Now this is perfect.
Oh, yeah, but Paloma, it's so...
What? Sexy? I get it. Fancy, what happened to you wasn't because of what you did, or said, or wore.
I know that, but...
You're a beautiful woman, Fancy. Inside and out. And a man like Luis appreciates that. Hasn't he always treated you with respect and tenderness and love?
Yes.
Because it's what you deserve. It's what every woman deserves. Don't let what happened keep you from having what you deserve. The love and respect from a good man like Luis. You do still want to be with him, don't you?
More than anything in the world.
Then go fight for him. Use all your weapons.
Well, that dress is a nuclear bomb.
That's the Fancy I know. Okay, go. Go. Put it on.
You show up out of nowhere, and we're supposed to believe every word you say. Where are the medical files to back you up?
Young man, I don't cart along my medical records when I attend a wedding. But I will be happy to fax the pertinent information to Miss Bennett with Mr. Crane's approval, of course.
I've never seen this guy before in my life. Where did he come from? Of course, Doctor. You have my permission. It's like my father said. I have nothing to hide.
You work fast.
When I have to.
Luis is going to have a heart attack.
Oh, God. Paloma, what am I doing? I don't know if I can go through with this.
No, just keep thinking. I can't lose Luis. I can't lose Luis.
Gracias, amiga. For everything.
Now don't go ruining your makeup.
Okay. Wish me luck.
Buena suerte. Dear Lord, give her strength. Help her to find love.
Sharon, I've already tried to apologize to you about Marty's death. I know that it was all my fault.
No, that's not what I meant. I want you to know that I've forgiven you. And I feel horrible for the way that I've treated you.
Really? I don't know what to say.
Say that you forgive me.
Sure, Lena.
Luis, I'm so sorry for making you feel like I was the only one in the world that cared about Marty.
It was all my fault. You know, if only I'd been able to...
No, it's not your fault. It was never your fault.
I don't know. It's worse than I thought. I won't let you take Luis away from me, Aunt Sheridan. Two can play at this game.
As you know, the polygraph examination...
Did Jared pass or not?
Yes, Jared passed, with flying colors. He didn't murder this J.T. Cornell. What?
What did I tell you? Thank you, Jerry.
Well, I guess my work here is done.
See? I love you, Teresa.
I know. So, can I have my ring back now?
What?
Can I have it back now?
Yeah.
Teresa, I love you. And now that you know I have nothing to hide, will you marry me?
Don't do it.
Ethan, you had your chance. Now I proved I'm not a criminal. You have a life. Can't you just let us be happy?
Damn you, Jerry.
He's right. You know, come on.
So? Will you marry me?
Sam, please, I am begging you. I love you, and I will do anything to prove it to you.
Ivy, you destroyed my life. You destroyed my wife's life. And worst of all, you destroyed my children's lives. I will never forgive you, Ivy. Never.
Sam!
We've eliminated the names of the passengers on the other shuttle buses.
So the remaining names are the ones of our victims.
Right.
Make a new list, would you?
Go ahead.
Victim 1, Grace Bennett.
Grace Bennett.
Here's to the happy couple.
Come on, please, Kate, tell me you don't believe this. Look, I don't know how Fox wiggled himself out of this one, but he's lying, okay? It's another lie.
The hell it is. Dr. Gasparo is one of the most reputable doctors in the world. Ask Dr. Eve.
He is. One of the best physicians in the world.
He's proven that I'm not lying about my terminal illness. Now please, Kay, marry me.
God.
What
I don't
gonna
know.
do? You have to settle this once and for all. Which one do you believe, Fox or Miguel?
I've got to stop this.
I'm so sorry for the appalling things I said to you. I don't blame you for Marty's death. I just want to repair our old relationship.
You know how many times I've wished I could hear you say that. Sure.
Oh, Louise. My Louise.
So, will you marry me?
Don't do it.
Of course. Yes, I will marry you. I will marry you.
Yes, I promise. You won't regret this, I swear it.
I know, Jared.
When you get married, George?
Tonight.
I don't remember any of your names.
Joaquin Phoenix. Felicity Huff.
Steve Carell.
I didn't write anything. However, my wife did. I would like to thank Nancy, my precious wife.
There's nothing like the Golden Globes. Monday, 8/7 Central on NBC. Catch an all-new Law & Order SVU tonight at 10/9 Central on NBC.